Okay, you guys, what is up? The King of Lightning is here today. Shingeki no Kyojin / Attack on Titan episode 20 review. That is 2-0. 2-0 of Attack on Titan. Shingeki no Kyojin. Female Titan. 1-up Commander Irvin. Female Titan. Now in human mode, as they say in Japan. Yo, modo. Female Titan. Oh, the human that was the female Titan. Killed Gunther. Baited the Levi corpse. Because the blue signal apparently means retreat, so they're all going to retreat back to the city. And, back into the inner wall. And she fires a green one. And then Gunther makes the assumption that, okay, well, this is Commander Levi. He's letting us know that we can leave. Like, we can bail. It's time to go. It's time to fly. No. Straight up. The way he died was that he got the nape of his neck cut, like the way they always kill Titans. This person, the female Titan, human, killed Gunther that way. Whoa. Yeah. Dude, listen. I mean, it's not like I have a strong connection with the Levi Corps because they're not relevant in this. Well, they are relevant, but it's just that they haven't been highlighted that much in the story at all. It's just that the way he died, like he thought that it was Commander Levi. I said, wait, who is that? No, who are you? And then the moment he says that, 3D gear, hook, nape, gone, and then his head is literally hanging on like a mound of flesh. It's not a good way to go out. Far from. So I mean, better than most because at least they weren't. At least he wasn't consumed by a Titan. But still, it's not a good way to go out at all. Unless you're like sleeping, it's not good. You're not going out pleasantly. That's just the way it is. That's the way I see it. Now that being said, the episode at the beginning was mainly about the meaning of the sacrifice and how a leader has to have the ability to sacrifice something most important to them in order to make progress. And that is something I believe that's actually very important because we all in our lives have to make sacrifices, whether it be personal, whether it be in business, whether it be with our relations with our family members and friends and so on and so forth. Sacrifices must be made in order to progress even further in one's life, and I believe that wholeheartedly. And in this episode, what we see here is that we see people like it was a weird collaboration going on here between Eren, between some of the Levi Corps members, and then we go over to Jean, and then we go over to Armin, and it's the whole notion that we could have, like, had we had known about this, like Jean believes that had we had known about this earlier, we could have done something about it, and then Armin's like, no, there's no way. Because it's the whole thing about we didn't know. And that's when, I forgot his name, but one of the Levi Corps members, the guy with the blonde hair, he explains how those who were alive from 5 years ago, Commander Irvin probably told them, but told no one else. Because when the Colossal Titan came in, when he kicked the fucking thing in and so on and so forth, what happened was that a spy probably infiltrated at that point in time. And that spy is now a member of the Recon Corps. At least that's the assumption. And because of that, he didn't want to tell anyone aside from the men he trusts the most. Which makes perfect sense. Which is why a lot of people, most of the people, they only made deductions and inferences on what Commander Irvin is thinking and what the situation is. That's why there are a lot of people who actually made the assumption that, in fact, yes, we are here to learn the female Titan so we could trap her. Others even went further into that inference, and they actually knew that the female Titan probably had a human inside of them, because the female Titan is similar to the Colossal Titan and the Armored Titan. And that's why a lot of them refer to the situation as the spy is working for them, not it, them. As in, like, they are categorizing the female Titan alongside with the Armored Titan and the Colossal Titan. So, that being said, the thing about it was that at the end of the day, because like one of the corpse, again, the guy with the blonde hair from the Levi corpse, he asks Eren, do you think that he was right? And then we cut out to Armin, and Armin's talking to Jin about why he is right. Because the fact of the matter is that we either sacrifice the lives of 100 men, or we risk this spy, this person, infiltrating once again into the human populace, and we sacrifice the lives of those who are inside the wall. And he chose the earlier one. So, and then we've seen pictures do the same thing. We've seen a lot of people make sacrifices, and because of those sacrifices, they've been able to progress further in their goal, which is to find the truth about. And that's what Eren says. It's to find the truth about the world, and of course that entails the Titans, because the Titans right now, they're the most dominant species by far that we know of. Because the world's pretty vast, and I mean, for them, the world is only like their 3 walls, but the world in of itself is pretty damn vast. So, that being said, we move on. And then, we see them trying to actually get inside. They're trying to get the person from the Titan outside. And we see Levi and Mike do like a combination attack, which is pretty damn cool, but it didn't work at all, but it was still nasty. How like they both dive in there, they both swing, their blades shatter, and you know, like it was pretty cool. Granted, and if you guys don't know, Mike is actually pretty damn powerful. He's actually pretty strong. But he's not as good as Levi. Like Levi, he's like the resound #1 guy. I mean, we see him. Like once the Titan starts swarming the female Titan after she does the call, and Sasha Brous actually does deduction, and how she's heard this cry where it's an animal in a corner position, and how you must be very weary of what's going on. When we see the Titans running towards the female Titan Levi, after he's like, hey, what the hell did you do, man? Like, what the fuck did you do? What the hell is this shit? He takes out 3 Titans in like a split second. It's like, whoa, like Levi, he's no joke. But Mike is also pretty powerful. And the thing about it was that we see Commander Erwin, again, he's always deducing what's going on here. He's always thinking ahead. That's why he was the only person who remembered about the Colossal Titan and how the Colossal Titan used like a steam in order to hide itself once it went back to human form. And therefore, the female Titan may be doing the same thing. That's why he ordered Levi to refill his air and his blades, because we have to be on guard. Now, I mean, there was also one thing here, a little small thing, where he said, because Levi was about to strike, and Commander was like, no, wait, not yet, an eye for an eye. And so, like, it's that whole, like, it's that, I don't know what to call it, but it's a form of corporal punishment, where basically it's like, okay, so you do something, I'm going to do that same thing to you you know, just with some kind of equivalence here, where if you stab someone, well then we're gonna stab you. That's your punishment. If you rape someone, well, we're gonna rape you. That's your punishment. An eye for an eye. So, I mean, the guy is hardcore. He really is hardcore as fuck. Commander Erwin. Now, I mean, basically, like, that's it. The episode overall. I mean, I can't really. I mean, I could talk about more about. Okay, so we all know about the whole Titan. How when Eren went the Titan form, the Titans attacked him because they considered him to be just like a human. Well, it's the same thing. Only this time, the female Titan, she yelled, and therefore she attracted all the Titans around her to her. And then when they start to eat her, well, it became, well, now I can use the smoke from the steam from the dead Titans, and I can hide myself, and I could go and, you know, try and get my goal, which was, of course, Eren. So, And we don't know who she's working for, the female Titan. We have no idea. We have no idea, like, what the main... Because we know what the goal is of the people who are the Survey Corps members and Eren and the main party. And their goal is to get to the basement and find out what the hell's in the basement in Eren's house. But their goal, if we assume that the female Titan, the Colossal Titan, and the Armored Titan are in the same category of humans inside Titans, then we don't know what their goal is. Why would they betray humanity? Like, what's going on here? Like, we don't know exactly. But the plot thickens, and the episode overall, in my personal opinion, with animation, which is, of course, as usual, fucking amazing. I mean, Attack on Titan, Shingeki no Kyojin animation is amazing, just bar none amazing. Pacing was well off. I mean, at the beginning, they spent a lot of time talking about the whole meaning of sacrifice, but it was still pretty solid at the beginning. Then it got way better later on. And when it came to the story progression, obviously there, because now the main group is retreating, but the Levi Corps are being attacked by an unknown assailant. So overall, the episode rating, I'll probably give it a good. Yeah, I'll give it a good to a great. Good plus. So I'll leave it at that. Keep lighting. Be sure, of course, rate, comment, and subscribe as always. Peace. Have a nice day.